It's really time for us to hear this truth. And that is the fact that many of you are actually having what your body is already asking for right beside you, but you're not aware of it. Many times when you say you are sick, when you are saying you are under the weather, most of the times your body has lost its internal balance. And what is only asking from you is to provide what is needed, what is needed to restore it. But the bad news is that many of us are not even aware of this. And so when your body is asking or showing you, speaking to you with some symptoms, many of you don't respond. Majority of the times you quickly go for medications. And I tell you, that is not the truth. Most of what you're looking for are already there with you. I give you an example. Majority of the times, what your body is simply asking for to set your colon free is just a cup of coffee. I mean, talking of plain coffee, not 3-in-1 coffee, not decaffeinated coffee, but coffee that comes with the caffeine. Remember, caffeine is naturally occurring. And I have said before, and let me remind us again, that all the naturally occurring nutrients in foods are healthy for us. But we must take it moderately and at the right time. Don't overdo it. Same thing applies to coffee. Now, a lot of us don't want to hear the word coffee. And why? Because it's a source of caffeine. And we know that too much caffeine has its own side effect, which is the same thing that applies to all healthy foods, all natural foods. When you overdo it, obviously the side effect shows up. And the same thing happens with the coffee. Sometimes a lot of us are depressed, and all we need is a cup of coffee. And unfortunately, a good number of times, we're already having this very food right in your kitchen or besides you there. But there is just one thing that you don't have and you need, and that is knowledge. Nobody ever told you. A good number of times, you see some herbs growing right in your compound. You never planted them. The birds brought them there. Yes, they brought them. They are also on assignment, carrying out assignments. They brought those herbs and dropped them and they started growing. But ignorance made you weed them away, that they are just merely weeds. But they are actually there for your healing. All you needed was knowledge. And that's why some of us are here. A good number of time, all your liver needs to restore, to get free. It's a cup of coffee. And fortunately, unfortunately, some of us are avoiding it, like I did ignorantly many years ago. Why? Because it's a source of caffeine. And we have been taught or told that caffeine or too much caffeine is bad for us. But I tell you, naturally occurring foods, naturally occurring nutrients, like even the caffeine, we are running away from. They have health benefits that may surprise you or shock you if I begin to mention the health benefits of occasional coffee to your health. I know some of you may even come argue with me in the comments. Say, Mama, no, we have been advised to avoid coffee. But I didn't drop that. I had that mindset many years ago during the years of ignorance. But as time went on, I discovered that that same food that I was avoiding solved a host of health problems for me. And that's why you need knowledge. You need someone to open your eyes, to give you the knowledge that you're looking for. Because it is not actually those high-profile medications that many of you are running after that is the solution. The solution actually most times is knowledge. Knowledge actually is what is expensive, if you ask me. But a good number of us believes or thinks it's quite cheap. And so, seek for knowledge. It may be all that you need. Because most of the things that we need to take back our health, they're inexpensive. They are cheap. And most of the times, Mother Nature brings it freely into your very abode. But ignorance made you throw them away as a weed. And if you have been doing that, you need to seek knowledge. There are some foods, some herbs, some plants, and I used coffee as an example because one of the foods that a host of adults are avoiding. Doesn't matter whether you're a diabetic, you need it. Most older adults are the ones that are missing out when they avoid all kinds of foods. Example is like the one I just mentioned. A good number of older adults battling with metabolic rates, slowed metabolism. A good number of them battling with clogged arteries, even heart issues. A good number of the older adults, as you get older, they are struggling with memory problems. Poor memory, depression. These are just a tip of the iceberg. Just a few of the things that just a cup of coffee can resolve for you. But alas, you are running here and there for medications with the mindset that caffeine is very, very bad for you. I agree with the ugly sides of caffeine, but I am not in that school of thought that says you should avoid coffee. And so, if someone already told you that I'm not part of it, if you are a younger person, you may not need to indulge too much in coffee. Occasional coffee. It's a healthy way. Don't overdo it. Some people have come to me complaining of their body, their hands are shaking. And upon investigation or interrogation or deeper discussion with them or chats with them, I found out they were taking too much coffee. And immediately they were advised to stop. The problem was resolved. And so that's exactly what we're saying. And so a lot of people, when they hear stories like that, they stay off that food indefinitely. And so they begin to lose out. They begin to miss out on the very beautiful and beneficial sides of such foods, such as coffee. There are several other ones. But before, you need to also subscribe also to this channel in order for you to be properly updated. In case you haven't known how to know what your body is asking for, it's only asking to restore the balance. And don't forget, knowledge is what you need most of the time, and it is power. Subscribe for more educational and eye-opening tips such as this. And don't forget also to share this message. Thanks for watching.